Hey everyone, welcome to Area 616. So tonight marks the premiere of the first two episodes of Inhumans on ABC, following their initial release in IMAX theaters. You'll of course remember that I wasn't exactly a fan of some of the choices this show has made. However, the news is that these two episodes premiering tonight will have some new footage in them. Now, is that enough for me to watch them again? Not really. I'll be watching Inhumans as it comes out just because I kind of feel like it's my duty at this point, but let's just say I'm not going to rush to watch it. I also don't think I'll be doing an episode by episode review like I've done in the past. Regardless, ever since I saw the first two episodes, I've been thinking to myself about what would have made them better, which eventually led me to wondering if Inhumans has any chance of improving over the first season at all. It's of course impossible to say for sure, but we can take a look at the damage that's been done so far and see if there's anything that can be done to fix it. Marvel's other recent flop with the critics was Iron Fist, which was heavily criticized by many. Probably the biggest complaint for it was that Danny Rand came across as essentially a whiny, spoiled brat who doesn't know what he wants, what he's doing, or where he's going. He basically just spent the first season running around getting his butt kicked, and occasionally spouting, "I am the immortal Iron Fist, and it's my destiny." Why am I bringing this up? Well, because then the Defenders happened. Over the course of the 8 episodes, Danny Rand's character has been improved massively. He's still not quite perfect, but by the end of the Defenders he's matured a good bit thanks to the other teammates, and he's now more or less found a purpose. The hand is gone, and now he is the protector of Hell's Kitchen in Daredevil's absence. We even see what looks like the beginning of a costume not unlike the awesome tracksuit he currently wears in the comics. So my point is, Iron Fist Season 2 could be better than Season 1, as they've done a great deal to repair his character. So could the same be done for the Inhumans? Is there still hope? It's hard to say, as the damage is quite extensive. The problems with Iron Fist came down to being relatively easy to fix. All you really had to do was mature Danny a bit. With the Inhumans, the beginning is such a mess, it's hard to see the rest of the season being able to really fix it. Inhumans does actually have a really interesting idea of exploring the caste system on Adelan. Putting the royal family in a more morally gray light could have been so much more interesting. Then, over the course of the season, the royal family could learn humility and compassion from the people of Earth. There is some real Shakespearean stuff here, with the relationship between Black Bolt and his brother Maximus, the king and his people. There's so many genuinely interesting ideas that it's just frustrating that they were wasted. The problem in the show is that it doesn't really depict the royal family in that negative a light. It starts to, but it's never really willing to make them too unlikable. And we honestly don't know their characters well enough to know what lessons they should learn on Earth. I genuinely think Marvel should have tried to take this to HBO. Not only could they have afforded a more expensive show, there it could have had longer episodes as well as more freedom to explore darker themes. Inhumans should have spent more time developing the royal family's relationships with not only each other, but their people, but instead it rushes through the story. To be fair on the writers, they didn't exactly have much time to make this and develop their ideas. But with all this in mind, I think it's maybe possible for Inhumans to be saved, but the writers have a lot of work to do. In the next 6 episodes, they'll somehow have to develop these characters and the people of Adelan to the point where we can get some kind of satisfying arc out of all of this. Although, it is difficult to see that happening. When making movies and TV shows, there's really 2 ways to approach it: plot-focused or character-focused. Jessica Jones is an example of a character-focused story, one that's much more interested in Jessica's arc and character than it is on the specifics of the plot. Not that it's terrible in that area either. Inhumans is an example of the worst kind of story-focused approach. It's so focused on getting the characters from point A to point B As quickly as possible, it completely forgets to develop its main cast beyond just, his name is Karnak, he's cynical. I mean, what does Karnak actually want? What is his relationship to Black Bolt and Medusa? What is his relationship to the people of Adelan? We never find out, and thus it's pretty much impossible to emotionally connect with him or any of the characters. Inhumans is a very bad show, and the majority of its problems are practically impossible to fix by now, such as its dull visual look and its lackluster characterizations. But I think there is hope for Inhumans to go from being a flat-out terrible show to just a not very good show, especially considering the creative team probably had a bit more time with this, as they had a very imminent set date with the first 2 episodes. I honestly hope it gets better. It was very disappointing to see these great characters basically ruined, and I hope they can improve them. But what do you guys think? Do you think there's still hope for Inhumans? Let me know all your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.
But I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me.